it was like I had a conversation with her. She'll be like, that ain't happened, da 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 da. But see, my baby mama got 4 kids. I got 1. So it might not be nothing to her, but it was something to me. It's certain things I remember vividly because this is really who I am as a person. You know what I'm saying? So before it even got to a point where I wasn't pulling out, we had a conversation where I was like, yo, what if you get pregnant? And I really asked her that because somebody put in my head like, yo, you better watch her. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, all right, I'm going to ask her that. So I asked her and she was like, whatever you decide, that's what we're going to do. No, she said, whatever you want to do, you tell me, and whatever we decide, that's what we're going to do. I said, all right, bet. Gotcha. So in my head, I said abortion. You know what I'm saying? Off top. You know what I'm saying? When it happened, I remember we was beefing about something, and she had hit me, and she was like, you mad? I was like, yeah, I'm cool. No, she was like, you done with me? I said, yeah, I'm cool on you. And she was like, well, I'm pregnant. And I was like, she fucking lying. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, she was like, what you want to, nah. I was like, so what we going to do? She said, I'm having it. What you going to do? I'm like, hold up. That ain't what you said. I ain't tell her that. Because I'm already, to me, I'm in a position where I don't have no leverage. So I can't get no attitude.
And then you acknowledge the fact that you was going in her raw as well.
I mean, but you can't. You can see. Hold on now. I'm listening to your wording now. You know.
Why is always,
I'm about to tell you. I'm about to tell you because I see where you trying to go. That ain't what you think.
I think it's because I was thinking because somebody told you go ahead and watch her now, but it'd be like, why is somebody advising you to watch her when you the one literally with the equipment?
More like they was telling me, being that she was pregnant, right? They was telling me watch her from there just because the momentum of what I had going on. And the timing she came in, it just looked like she fell in when the groupies fell in, to be honest. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Now, she's not.
Watch her in that way, not watch her as far as like.
Nah, and see, like, as far as to be honest, like, to be honest, and this is speaking on behalf of men that's like me, right, that came from what I came from, 85% of my sexual activity was with no condom. To be all the way honest.
At least you honest.
Yeah, know what I'm saying? So when I wasn't pulling out, I was just thinking the same blank I've been shooting was going to go.
You know that that's a horrible way to think of it now.
She told me. You know what I'm saying?
Hey everybody, it's your girl DJ with Plan for Keys podcast, and today I have Skreet G4G with Skreet Vision Media.
That part.
He is an entrepreneur,
yes,
an artist, a videographer, a digital creator, just an all around, just social media personality. How are you today?
I'm doing good. I like that introduction right there.
You like that?
That was actually better than what I thought it was gonna be.
Hey.
I like that. Word. Yeah, I like that, gent. Yeah.
How you doing, man?
I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed. How about yourself?
I'm doing pretty good. I appreciate you making time and stopping by.
Man, I appreciate you for having me.
Man, most definitely.
Yeah.
So you are here for Dating Chronicles, where you give a funny, crazy, or lesson learned dating story. But before we dive into all of that, I love to learn more about my guests, kind of what they doing out here in Atlanta. So tell me a little bit about you.
Like you said, Skreet G4G. I do videography. I actually started doing videography from I was rapping. Well, I still rap, but it had got to a point because I'm from Virginia, so it got to a point where when I jumped into the music thing, I only knew one videographer. So we had some incidents that ended in him shooting my first video, which went crazy around my way. You know what I'm saying? And I think it was like, now I know terms and stuff like that. I think I had dopamine, right, from the first video.
Okay. Yeah.
So I was like, oh, I got to hurry up and shoot.
Another one.
Then we had a little incident where we had like the gang unit and detectives trying to get me to take down the video. And so I was like real eager to get him to shoot my next video. Yeah. But I think he was like, nah, I don't want no parts of that. So some things happened and we ended up not having them no more. So I was just put in a position where I was like, yo, either I gotta, I can't even say I said either. I think I just was like, yo, I gotta learn how to shoot my own videos. Started doing that, started looking that up, and, I started looking that up, and I got real good at it. I kind of got like good on accident. And just out of nowhere, I just been getting booked ever since. You know what I'm saying?
That's
So,
dope.
yeah. So since then, it's been videos, documentaries, commercials, content packages for brands and things of that nature. You know what I mean? Like it pay the bills.
That's
so,
dope. That's
yeah,
dope. That's
right.
dope. So you say you are a rapper.
Yeah. What
type of things you rapped about, and what I can't help but wonder what type of lifestyle you was in too, because you said your first video. We gotta dig just a tiny bit into that. If
not, what was the question?
Yo, that was like a five-fold question. Okay, right. Okay, what type of things did you rap about? What type of artist or rapper would you say you are? And then, were you living that life? You would say back in the day.
Yeah, because for one, the way I was taught to rap was like make what we was doing rhyme. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we kind of like used to. I grew up listening. My first introduction into music, like listening to music, was like real individuals. So nobody sounded the same.
Yeah.
You know, you hear this voice, you know who that is, that's him, because nobody else sound like him. You hear him as that, you know, and you wasn't allowed to. The people who were like doing the facade thing,
yeah,
they weren't allowed to do that then, as far as I knew. You know what I'm saying? It was a couple of them that squeezed through.
Yeah.
But you know, that was back when we ain't had internet, but you'll still hear of stuff happening to him, like, yeah, he got slapped up backstage, or you know, something along those lines. So, you know, it's kind of like it's a part of who I am. Just me as a man, I'm real comfortable with who I am.
Yeah.
I'm aware of all my phases. How can I say it? I honor all my phases. So my bad ones, my good ones, my broke ones, my up ones, my this ones, my that ones, you know what I'm saying? And I got a lot of game out of every one of them phases, you know what I'm saying? So I needed every single one of them. So it's stuff that people can say like, oh, I remember when this happened to him. For one, I never went out bad. I'm going to say that for one. Okay. For one. But every time that something did happened to where it was like against me as a man, it was like I got so many jewels out of that. So I needed that to happen.
That's good that you look at life that way, and you look at things as just as life lessons instead of like just down bad.
Exactly. And that's oh, my bad, go ahead.
No, my bad. I didn't mean to cut you off. I was just saying that's really what it's about.
Yeah. Like, and that's what my music is. You know what I'm saying? So like I really can stand in my. Can we cuss on here?
Yeah, we can cuss on here.
Oh shit! Oh, so you know, I really just stand in my shit. Like I stand in my bullshit. I can stand in my bullshit because I it's like a lot of gold that I got in my. I'm able to stand here in the position I am now as a man, as a dad, as a husband, as everything, based off of the things I got out of standing in my bullshit.
Thanks.
So I kick them that. You know what I'm saying? I kick them what I learned, and you'll get some emotional rants from me because, you know, sometimes I got an attitude. Sometimes I don't want to talk to nobody. You know, this is the same thing I said on the last show I was on. It was like, you know, I help people because I got a good heart. I talk about that. I've been doodled on because I got a good heart. I talked about that.
Yeah.
I didn't went and got my revenge because stuff didn't happen. I talk about that. And, you know, I just grew. So I would say I got like human being music, just black man from an urban area that based off statistics wasn't supposed to be here.
Yo.
You know what I'm saying? On so many levels.
That's dope.
So
is your
I kick
music
it like
out
that.
there for people to listen to?
Hell yeah.
What can we find the music? I'm definitely gonna check it out after the podcast.
You can go to you go anywhere they play music. YouTube, Spotify, all that. Just type in Skreet G4G. I got a project out now called Mike Vick Back. That was the last project I dropped, and I think I dropped that. I've been moving around so much I can't even remember the day I dropped that. That was like 2 months ago or something like that.
What was the motivation behind your last project?
I felt like Atlanta Falcons disrespected Michael Vick, and Michael Vick is from 757, so I said Mike Vick back because I'm from 757. I used to play at that playground, and we don't appreciate that. So I said Mike Vick back, and 7 my number. And I'm from 757, and my daughter named 7. And her birthday was an odd day, 7/17. It get real deep.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So Mike Vick back, like redemption. You know what I mean? And we still fight dogs. Now let me stop playing. Yeah, Peter, you heard what I said?
Oh
Let me stop playing. I ain't playing. Let me stop playing.
Let me ask you this. What was the motivation behind you moving to Atlanta from Virginia?
I got a girl pregnant that I met on Facebook. That's what happened. And it was my baby mama. Bro, so nah, for real though, my baby mama is from Virginia, but my baby mama was staying out here. So when I had came home, they had introduced me to like Facebook and like the internet and all that stuff.
When you
right?
came home, so were you locked up?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
That part right there. So they had introduced me to Facebook and the internet and all that. So as a matter of fact, from what we was just talking about, the first video that I shot that had went real crazy, she had said something on that video about the video. So, excuse me. So when she had said something, I got on her ass and we was just conversing. She told me she lived in Atlanta and she was going to be coming up to Virginia sometime soon. She came up there. We messed around. She got pregnant. And I ain't even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna lie. I really didn't even want it to make it to a birthday. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the way it had went, when I sensed that she wasn't willing to, get
the A word.
The A word.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
when I kind of sensed that, I was just like, all right. And basically, like with the way I grew up, I know a lot of the ways that were against me came from my dad being absent. You know what I'm saying? So when I figured out, all right, she was gonna have it, I've been telling myself since I was a child, I'm gonna be in the house with my kid. Like ain't no another man gonna be around my child. My child's not gonna have a stepdaddy that live with him, or you know what I'm saying? That's gonna be my child. They're gonna be in the same house as me, so on and so forth. So against all my fears, all my doubts, and stuff like that, I just moved to Atlanta with her, and now we here.
Got you. So y'all both were in Virginia, and she just said that she wanted to move to Atlanta, so you went ahead and went with her to Atlanta?
Nah, she was actually in Atlanta way before me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So when I came home, when we had ran across each other on the Facebook, she was already staying in Atlanta.
Got you.
Yeah. So I think the first time I came out here, she flew me out here. And it was just I remember just having a lot of fear, just listening to my people. They was like, man, don't move out there with that girl. I was like, I don't want to, but I got to. And it worked out. Got you. Yeah.
Got you. Okay, so would you say that you were able to really kick off your career here as far as just you being an entrepreneur since you moved here? Or was that always a thing even back home?
I was already especially like far as the music, I was already doing me at home, right? Mm-hmm. And with the videos, it was like I was okay then, but it was like, big fish in a little tank. I mean, a little, what you call it? Big fish in a little pond.
Yeah.
So it was like I was okay, and I had started getting better, but with me coming to Atlanta, I just been groomed to a different level. Gotcha. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, to a level that I'm at a level now that I wouldn't be at if I wouldn't have left.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? I don't even want to go home no more. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I visited Virginia for the first time a couple months ago. It's cool out there.
Where you went? No, it's not. Where you went to?
I went to, I was in Virginia Beach? I was in Chesapeake. I was in the real nice area because I know the cab driver, they were driving me to the neighborhood. I went to my mentor for a graduation party. They were like, oh, this the rich people neighborhood. So yeah. I don't know if I really went anywhere. Yeah. But that's where I was. But it seemed like a very nice area, place, city. They say there's some parts, I think Norfolk. Norfolk. I can't say it right. I be on the phone with somebody. Norfolk.
Yeah, everybody always say Norfolk.
I always say Norfolk.
There,
yeah, that's Norfolk. How they know I'm not from there. Every time
say
I
Norfolk.
Yeah,
that's how we say Norfolk. Yeah.
Norfolk.
No, Norfolk. So it's like Norfolk.
I'm never going to understand.
Yeah, you don't even need to. You just stay out here.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay out here and mind my business. Yeah. Okay.
I love where I'm from now, but it's just I ain't from Norfolk, but I am. That's the 757. Yeah, so that area. Is my area. You know what I'm saying? But I love where I'm from, but just I thank God made me to come here and get groomed and stay here. Like I still had attachments home.
Yeah.
At one point, so I was still going home, getting in trouble, and I had a lot of like big epiphanies being at home. A lot of them came at home in jail, and hearing on the radio guys that I was just in the studio with from shooting their vlogs or whatever.
Wow.
And I just hear them take off, and I'm sitting at home in jail. The same jail I've been in my whole whatever, you know what I'm saying? And just hearing them take off and hearing people talking about them, and I'm like, what the fuck? I was just with this nigga, and I came back here. What the fuck I came back here for? You know what I'm saying? A lot of time, a lot of occasions, it was like that. So
would you say that was the shift that helped you move to just be better and do better, or what was the big epiphany as far as like not being in and out of jail? And not doing things you weren't supposed to be doing.
You said was what the shift?
Like, what was the shift to make you just remain out, stay focused on your goals?
Oh, to remain out here?
Yeah.
That came like 2021 when I had the guy that was like my son. Like I raised him. You know what I'm saying? To the point he act. I mean, if he was here, he'd be like, man, no, I don't. But me and his mom know, because his mom was way older than me when I started messing with her. And he was a little boy.
Yeah.
So he got like a lot of his ways from how I used to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he had got murdered. He got murdered in August 8th, 2021. And it's been like it's been a few situations around there that broke my back.
Yeah.
But that was the one. You know what I'm saying? And then it was just like, at a time where I was like, because as soon as I heard about it, I grabbed the stuff that I needed, I jumped slam in the car, and I drove straight there. Forgot to cut the radio on. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming out there I already put it in my mind, I'm coming out there to crash. You know what I'm saying? Because that's my son. You know what I mean? And just having to deal with just having to deal with that situation on many levels, you know what I'm saying, where, for one, I'm a protector, you know what I'm saying? So, a lot of my people that I've lost has been people that call me for things, and, you know what I'm saying? And something always happened to them while I was here.
Yeah.
You feel me? And it's like, damn, I left them helpless. I left them,
How did you process all of that? And do you still blame yourself?
No, I ain't blame myself from the gate.
Okay,
but
good.
It's just
But with you being a protector, and then you saying that at the same time when you decided to make a decision for yourself to move to Atlanta, did you just always keep that in the forefront? Like, you knew why you moved to Atlanta, and you knew why it was the better choice, on why you didn't feel bad? Because you also just said you were a protector.
Yeah.
And you were a protector, but you felt at the same time you left them. How did you deal with that guilt? It sounded like there was some guilt there.
It was kind of like, because my daughter out here.
Yeah.
My daughter from Stone Mountain.
Yeah.
My daughter never lived in Virginia.
Yeah.
So it was like I kind of had two kids.
Yeah.
He was just older. He was on his own more so. But I had been living in Atlanta. I just kept coming back. So I come back and spend like 5-6 months, and I'll be meaning to come back for like a week, and something will happen. And now, and with the law around there, when it comes to people from my neighborhood, or like, especially with like the officers that, from my time, they'll do things like, they'll be like, all right, we'll give you a bond, but you can't go to Atlanta. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it ain't like they think I'm a run. It's just to absolutely stop me.
Yeah.
Right? So, I had been coming back and forth, but it was just like, that time when I came out there, the people that I would usually come back for, I lost a lot of respect for them people. You know what I'm saying? In different ways, from it's kind of like some stuff I can't get into, but it was just like, I just lost respect for them because I got to see like how they maneuver with me losing my seed. This is my child, you know what I'm saying? And they were just like so cold, and the streets done showed me that so many times, but it's just, I be so forgiving. My name's Streets. I grew up out there, you know what I'm saying? But it's just that one right there. When Diamante died, it helped me cut a lot of unhealthy ties, and things like that. Like I don't even know if you're familiar with the term survivor's remorse.
I'm somewhat familiar with it.
All right, so that'll be like me moving to Atlanta and being in better situations, but still being able to talk to my homeboys that's in messed up situations, like the situations I just left, and it made me feel bad. You know what I'm saying? It made me want to come help, however I can help, right? But it was just like the way I seen people moving, for real, because I abide by God. I live under God. You know what I'm saying? So I think God just gave me what I needed to see.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Before we dive into, because my next question was going to be more so of moving into the relationship piece with your BM. But before we dive into that, I'm curious to know what, now that you're older, clear mind, what do you think led you to the streets in the first place? Because at one point in time, that coldness had to felt like love to some extent.
Yeah, it was. It definitely was translated as love. You know what I'm saying? And then like I kind of grew up in like a dysfunctional household. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So my mom was always there. You know what I mean? Me and my siblings, we fight. We fight.
Yeah.
And we don't really mess with each other. Then I had my mom. My mom had a husband that was my stepdad. He used to like abuse me. You know what I'm saying? Not sexually or nothing like that.
Yeah, but just physically. But just
he used to, So I just learned. I mean, I just felt more. I just felt more careful outside.
Yeah.
So with me being outside, it became the streets when I got older.
Yeah.
But as a little boy, it was just me being outside, and these are just my friends. Yeah. And I get suspended, so I usually kind of hang with people that get suspended. And
got you.
You touch him, we're gonna jump you, and this happens, so we're gonna do this. And it wasn't like when you hear the term the streets, it won't like I went outside knowing that whole concept.
Right.
I just was outside because in
the
house
home wasn't a safe place either.
I don't want to say it wasn't safe, but it's just my stepdad was he was wired a little wrong in some places.
Yeah, I think it's okay to say a place. Okay, your mom could have done the best she could, but at the end of the day, your stepdad was there and it didn't feel safe, probably because of him. Or no?
I think it'll be safe. And see, the best thing about my mom is 1,000. Like I'm like an advanced male version of my mama. So I could say what it really was, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And she ain't gonna feel no type of way. But it's just, my mom did what she knew.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And my mom was as blind as maybe you are today when it comes to men. You know what I'm saying? In the places you are. Yeah. Like everybody else that's misguided in some way or some sort. So it was things that she couldn't see. It was things that I wasn't in position to explain. But like I said, being that I look at it as like being that I'm governed by God, I see like it was all my classes. I needed all that. Like if you take any of that away, I'm not this.
Gotcha.
And I love this. You know what I'm saying? So
I respect that.
It wasn't like she went on dope or no shit like that. She just she was focused on providing for her kids, and she knew to do that and live her life the way that her what type of household I said?
Dysfunctional.
She knew to do that the way her dysfunctional household that she grew up in taught her to do it.
Got you.
So it was like,
how are you breaking the cycle for yourself and your kid?
I'm an entrepreneur, and I grew up in the jail. You know what I'm saying? And like it's even when my child go home and she talk to like my nieces and nephews. My nieces and nephews know a different me than my child know. Because my nieces and nephews they almost grown now. My child just turned 9 on the 17th. Okay. So she know daddy. Fun, haha, laugh. Even when I raise my voice, she'll sit her ass down, but it's just daddy's voice. Yeah. She don't know streets. She hears streets and she'll joke and be like, hey, streets. You know what I'm saying? But she don't know me like, she know who I grew and she know who I prayed and grew to be. You know what I'm saying? So she don't know nothing. You know what I mean? As far as that. But as far as like my daughter, I tell her everything that people didn't tell me. You know what I mean? And I talk to my daughter like how we talk. And it's on levels that some people would be like, that's too much, but you was blinder than me. So how you gonna tell me what's too much? You know what I'm saying? She's a piece of me, and you ain't none of me. So how you gonna tell me what a piece of me need? You know what I'm saying? So as far as my child, we have an open line of communication. Now we do have a little piece in the puzzle that makes it more of a struggle. That's her mama. You know what I'm saying? Because her mama is what her household made her.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But as far as like breaking the curses, like when I got married on Valentine's Day, right? Mm-hmm. Now, Valentine's Day, since my daughter been born, maybe since she was like 2. Valentine's Day has always been me and her day. You know what I'm saying? So from the gate, I let her meet. When I felt like me and my wife was moving in that direction, right? Mm-hmm. I let my daughter meet her. You know what I'm saying? When I let my daughter meet her, I asked my daughter how she felt about her. She said she was in love with her, blah, 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 right? So then when it started going to, when me and my wife, well, not at the time, when me and my girlfriend at the time started taking it a little more serious, I asked my daughter, like, yo, what you think if I married her? And she was like, I want you to marry her. So then when me and my wife came up with a date, February 14th, I was like, I got to holler at my daughter first. So I asked my daughter, I was like, you still want us to get married? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, what if we get married on Valentine's Day? She was like, yes. All right. So I was like, hold on. But if we get married on Valentine's Day, that's me and your day. So if we get married, that's going to be, you know what I'm saying? She going to be coming in. She was like, that's all right. I wanted it to be all 3 of our day.
Aww.
You know what I'm saying? So I went and picked her up from school and brought her to the courthouse. And we had took a lot of pictures and videos and stuff like that. But if anybody's seen the videos or the pictures, that was my daughter holding the phone. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And even back to that question you had asked before, I broke generational curses with my child because my child seen me get married, like in front of her. If it weren't for me, I don't think she'd ever see that. You know what I'm saying? And it's just I help her. I keep her acknowledging the difference in the households. Like over there, they eat McDonald's. We don't eat that shit over here. You know what I'm saying? Over there, they do this. We don't do that. We wake up early. We work out. Over there, they do this. Well, I'm an entrepreneur, and she watched me do my stuff. She watched my wife do her stuff. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, I just keep her showing the difference. I even let her know how far she is with understanding men, just off knowing her dad. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And, that's how I kind of stay. That's how I like to feel like I stay ahead of the curve when it comes to my baby.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah, because I include her.
Got you. Okay. So I'm going to circle back a little bit. So I want to go back to you coming to Atlanta with your BM. So I'm assuming y'all were together at first, correct? When you came to Atlanta? Or y'all were supposed to be? Like, what was that? Y'all were supposed to. Look at just how you frown and just.
Yeah, because we was never like, I didn't know her like that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I knew her like off of Facebook, right? Even when we got sexual, I didn't really know her like that. You know, you don't really know nobody till you move in with them.
That's a fact.
Boom. So when I moved in, I got to see things, and I was like, "Yo, what the fuck?" You know what I'm saying? And it was just things and I ain't like talking about it, but I'm gonna keep it a whole 1,000. It was just things about her that I'm not interested in when it comes to women, and I didn't know that until we lived together.
So I'm sure you learned your lesson in regards to. Would you let me take that back, because some people be like, what? No. So as far as like just having sex with somebody without like truly getting to know them, did you learn that lesson then, or did you still have some learning to?
Hell no, I ain't learned it. I thought I messed up in other areas. I wasn't even focused on having sex with. That wasn't even out of my system. Hell no. Nah, that was a long way before that. I mean, that was a long way to that.
Okay, so y'all moved in together. How long did y'all stay together before you started migrating and dating other people?
I want to say, let me see. When I was born in July, that's 7. So I think I moved with her when she was 7 months pregnant.
Okay.
Right. she was trying to get me to move with her, like for a minute, but I was just scared, and then it's like to keep it 1,000 with that video that I had dropped, it was making so much noise, and she had came in the midst of that. I was like, nah, she trying to trap me, bro. You know what I'm saying?
What?
I swear to God, because that video, man, the video, like, everybody always knew me. I used to always get in trouble. I've been in all the juvenile centers, all the jails, all the schools, you know what I'm saying? So when I came home, it was like a big deal around my way. When they seen that I was taking the music serious, it was a bigger deal. Then I started throwing parties. It was a bigger deal. You know what I'm saying? So when we shoot that video, I didn't have that much, like, cause you know people mess with you when you see them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That was my first time being online. So now it's people that can say things to me that I don't got to be in front of, and just looking at the way they comment and things that they saying. Even like the rate of females, you know what I'm saying? I always been advanced with females, you know what I'm saying? But it was just like the rate they started coming in. Then I think it was a mixture of everything.
So that's what made you feel like, because I be wondering, why dudes always thinking somebody trying to trap them?
I can't speak for everybody, right? Because everybody ain't wired the same way. So some dudes do it for some lame shit. Some niggas is lying. I don't even know why they think somebody would trap them, you know what I'm saying? Different strokes with different folks. With me, I just didn't know, and she was just trying to get to me. She was like trying to get real serious, like real fast. I'm like, damn, like.
Well, definitely if y'all pop a baby.
Yeah, but we supposed to go to the clinic. I thought, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because when we started having sex to the point where I'm not pulling out and shit, it was like I had a conversation with her. She'll be like, that ain't happened, da 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 da. But see, my baby mama got 4 kids. I got 1. So it might not be nothing to her, but it was something to me. It's certain things I remember vividly because this is really who I am as a person. You know what I'm saying? So before it even got to a point where I wasn't pulling out, we had a conversation where I was like, yo, what if you get pregnant? And I really asked her that because somebody put in my head like, yo, you better watch her. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, all right, I'm going to ask her that. So I asked her, and she was like, whatever you decide, that's what we going to do. No, she said, whatever you want to do, you tell me, and whatever we decide, that's what we going to do. I said, all right, bet. Gotcha. So in my head, I said, abortion. You know what I'm saying? Off top. You know what I'm saying? When it happened, I remember we was beefing about something, and she had hit me, and she was like, you mad? I was like, yeah, I'm cool. No, she was like, you done with me? I said, yeah, I'm cool on you. And she was like, well, I'm pregnant. And I was like, she fucking lying. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, she was like, what you want to, nah. I was like, so what we going to do? She said, I'm having it. What you going to do? I'm like, hold up. That ain't what you said. I ain't tell her that. Because I'm already, to me, I'm in a position where I don't have no leverage. So I can't get no attitude.
And then you acknowledge the fact that you was going in her raw as well.
I mean, but you can't. You can see. Hold on now. I'm listening to your wording now. You know.
Why is always
I'm about to tell you. I'm about to tell you because I see where you trying to go. That ain't what you think.
I think it's because I was thinking because somebody told you go ahead and watch her now, but it'd be like, why is somebody advising you to watch her when you the one literally with the equipment?
More like they was telling me, being that she was pregnant, right? They was telling me watch her from there just because the momentum of what I had going on. And the timing she came in, it just looked like she fell in when the groupies fell in, to be honest. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Now, she's not.
Watch her in that way, not watch her as far as like.
Nah, and see, like, as far as to be honest, and this is speaking on behalf of men that's like me, right? That came from what I came from. 85% of my sexual activity was with no condom. To be all the way honest.
At least you honest.
Yeah, know what I'm saying? So when I wasn't pulling out, I was just thinking the same blank I've been shooting was going to go.
You know that that's a horrible way to think of it now.
She told me. You know what I'm saying? But I'm serious though.
Yeah.
She wasn't the first I didn't pull out by far. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
I done had some scares and stuff, but I be blanked up. So You know. I be blanked up, you know what I'm saying? So I was thinking there was going to be the same thing. I ain't know it was gonna be like wham wham. Know what I'm saying?
It definitely came out wham wham.
I'm glad it did though, but it turned out beautiful, and that was just something that I just didn't have my hand. I ain't had control of.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Kudos to you for pushing past your fears and stepping up and really being able to receive the blessing of your daughter, because I know there's a lot of men who don't push past that fear. Before I dig into the dating story you actually told me about, what advice would you give to men who would be scared of that situation, or who's scared, period, like to just push
Scared
forward?
what?
Who would be, if they were in the same position as you, like they scared, they want to just back out?
See, in order for them to be in the same position I was, they have to.
There's a lot of men who just not. They don't have to be you, but they can be in this. There's a lot of men out here who get women pregnant, and they know that the baby's theirs. But the goal for them is to run because they scared, or maybe they have it in their mind. Like they probably, like you, they probably told that woman, like, I'm not trying to have no baby.
I ain't tell her that though.
Let she go ahead. Well, you didn't tell her that, but I'm just saying for those men, and they might have told her that more so because of fear, and they know that they don't know what to do with the baby, and maybe they want to do right. What advice would you?
I don't know, cause see, some dudes be different, right? I think I'm the way I am because of things that I didn't have. You know what I'm saying? Like a dad.
Yeah.
And me just really realizing, like, yo, a lot of my ways that I thought were the ways to go and things like that, it's like me and my environment taught me that. And then I realized how much of an impact it had on my life as far as going off the cliff. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it made me consider the fact, like, yo, I don't never want to have a child and have that child go through what I went through because I'm not around. You know what I'm saying?
There's so many men who have been in your predicament and they think totally different. Why do you think that is?
I think a lot of it come from their mom. Like my mom is a G. So my mom don't like baby me or nothing. Like a lot of them get a lot of cushion from their mom. So it's like they don't really know how to feel fully to like go without having somebody. Like to fall on your ass as a teen and have to get up by yourself because your mama tired of this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's kind of hard to cherish things you don't know that you don't got to have. You know what I'm saying? And when that's the case, it's like you don't really, it's hard for me to get you to imagine how life is without legs because you had them your whole life.
Right. So,
it might give you some hesitation when it comes to considering somebody that got to move in a wheelchair or, because to you accidentally take it for granted. Even small things like being able to go to your refrigerator when you get hungry, right?
Right.
You don't really know how special that is unless you've been to jail. You know what I'm saying? Where you got to eat what they say, when they say, and the proportions they say, and so. I think a lot of them ain't lost enough to be in that position. So I think the advice need to go to the women. Like, watch who you letting dump in you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if certain ways you can tell things, you can have certain conversations with somebody. Like, what company your cable name in? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not you.
But I get what you're saying.
Boom. He can't answer that. All right. He got kids. Like, what's your, if you know a kid song, a kid theme song, sing it around him. Da-da-da-da-da-da. You know that song? If you don't know that song, that man don't pay attention to his child. You know what I'm saying? He ain't around his kid like that. I know Dad So Raven.
Yeah.
I know stuff like that from my daughter watching it. Not because I was watching it. She's just around so much that I hear it so much that I know it. So if she's not around like that, I don't know what she watch. So I don't know kid songs. So it's like different ways you can figure out in there. Because I think sometimes it's like a girl will pick a dude, right, based off a lot of the wrong things and put him in the wrong places and expect him to do the right things.
Yeah.
But you was wrong from the gate. He was wrong from the gate, so you was wrong from the gate. He wasn't that from the gate, so you was wrong for even picking him. So it's like you got to fix your antennas. You know what I'm saying? Because some of them just not like that. They not built like that. They mama wouldn't have had a kid with them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, as far as the dudes who like me, that I don't know. I think if the dudes like me, they kids know them like mine know me. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think. I wanted my dad when I was younger. Like, I used to, I went through a lot. I went through what I was supposed to. You know what I'm saying? But before I got into the God part of things, I wanted my dad. You know what I'm saying? And, I used to like it was a lot of things that I learned outside at school. Like, I remember the first time I seen a dad kiss his son on the cheek. I was like, yo, that nigga gay, bro. Yeah, kissing his son. But I'm thinking that because my stepdad don't kiss us. We don't.
Yeah, that's something I had to learn too, because I know where I'm from Riviera Beach, Florida, what they call it Raw. And there's a lot of things like I didn't see. It's even as far as like when I first moved up here, parents buying their kids Valentine's Day gifts or kids giving their kids Valentine's. That's something I never saw. And I ain't gonna say I thought it was gay, but I thought that was very weird.
Yeah, me neither.
So I can relate to you. Yeah. Even saying that. And then there wasn't a lot of affection in my household growing up either. Yeah. So when I would see stuff like that, I wouldn't the thought, oh, that's gay. That didn't pop up in my head per se. But it did I get where for me I could feel like the uncomfortableness.
Yeah, we boys. So
yeah.
We like, ugh. Even like with the Valentine's Day stuff, that my baby mama called me and like cussed me out one year. He was like, why you ain't gonna get your daughter for Valentine's Day? I'm like, what the fuck am I coming to get on Valentine's Day for?
Yeah, like that stuff like that just wasn't, because my household was also like that, so I definitely can relate.
But what I can say is when she said it, she was like, you supposed to come get her and make her feel like this and make her. What I was hearing was, oh, this is what my baby mama wanted from her dad. You know what I'm saying? Like she's talking to me out of anger that she really got for her daddy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I was like, oh, all right. So if she would have wanted that, so maybe my daughter do want that. Or maybe my daughter should at least have that to be able to decide if she wanted it or not. You know what I'm saying? When I talked to my mama said the same thing. But it's like we didn't grow up in a house where for one, I was like the smart bad one. So I couldn't always say my ideas and what I thought and ask certain questions.
Yeah.
I get the shit slapped out of me. You know what I'm saying?
How did that translate in your relationships?
What?
Like not being able to talk the way you wanted to talk.
Oh, no. I couldn't talk like that in the house.
In the house.
I come alive outside.
Oh, okay. So you was one of those.
I come alive,
okay.
Yeah.
Got you.
I'm a whole different person, when I come outside. But just in the house, to not get my ass whooped, I just act like I don't know.
Got you.
I mean?
Got you. Okay. So I want to dig into, after you took your break from your BM, maybe, I don't know if y'all ended up separating, you moved out.
I got kicked out.
You got kicked out, okay. Mm-hmm. Do you mind sharing that story on why you got kicked out and then moving into the story where you said, I'm going to let you tell a story before you said you settled down and then you ended up meeting So why did you get kicked out?
All right. With my baby mama, I think the same way me living with her started to show me things that I didn't like about her. I think that was probably like the same way with me that she was, you know what I'm saying? And then just like both of us hot-headed and both of us will pull a plug like, you're not going to talk to me a certain way. I don't care who you is. If your kids are around, watch your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Both of us are like that.
Yeah.
So I remember we had got into it when my daughter was first born, right? And I remember my baby mama told me, she was like, go boil. My daughter was crying. She was like, my baby mama was like, go boil this bottle. I was like, I don't know how to. She was like, yo, how the fuck you don't know how to boil a bottle? But see, this is the thing. This is my first child. My baby mama been having kids since she was a kid. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I think my baby mama had her first child when she was like 14, 15.
Oh, wow.
Right? So when she had my daughter, she's 33. Right? So what she learned from 15 to 33, I'm nowhere to be found at 27 having this child.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we already in the midst of arguing, blah, 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 whatever. So when she had bucked about that bottle, I bucked on her ass. And we just got into it. And we had stopped talking in the house for like a month. You know what I'm saying? Like we didn't say nothing. And it's bad because, like I said, I had just moved there in May.
Yeah.
Here it is, July. We not talking, right?
Yeah.
Then it was like, my baby mama stayed in this big ass house. Just to add insult to the injury, my baby mama stayed in this big ass house. And I was okay with videos, but I didn't know how to market myself. Like around my way, I make money because everybody know me. You know what I'm saying? You could pull up in a certain area. I'm somewhere out here.
Yeah.
They could just find me. So when I came to Atlanta, I'm thinking I could come out here with the same way of doing things. Just, you know, just being a entrepreneur early in the field. Being I used to get in trouble. I didn't have a license at the time, so I didn't have no car. You know what I'm saying? The way where we come from, you don't send your address to people.
Yeah.
So it ain't like people can just come pick me up to take me nowhere because I don't know y'all. Right. You know what I'm saying? And just long story short, I couldn't help her with the bills. And it was like when I found stuff to do or stuff to like go network at and stuff like that, she'd have to take me, right? And just the way she used to make me feel for asking her.
Yeah.
But I'm like, what the fuck I'm supposed to do? Like how I'm supposed to, you know? Like I was going to a college in Riverdale. I went there for like a month, and I just stopped going. Now, to everybody else's knowledge, I just stopped going because I was I was better than them at videos. But I really stopped going just because my baby mama just made me feel like I was like, not like I want shit.
Yeah.
Because she just had to take me to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But so that was the issue. So us beefing, us figuring out who each other was, like even stuff like her watching Love and Hip Hop. I ain't into that.
Yeah.
I can't. I'm not into the. I mean, no offense to whoever do it. You for who you for. You know what I'm saying? And I'm for who I'm for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That ain't my cup of tea.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just the whole gossiping and talking about people's business and fighting all. We do that in the house. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't finna talk about. You're not finna bring that camera in here. That's just not how I move, right? Just seeing her so into that even became one of my boundaries after her. Like a girl that watched that, we ain't gonna kick it. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Okay. But so we had got the beefing, and at the time, my sister had lupus, right? So she was going through a lot of her procedures and things like that in Virginia. Mm-hmm. So around the time we was beefing, my people had hit me and was telling me that the doctor said for the surgery she was about to go through, they needed the immediate family to come see her beforehand because when she come out, she could be mentally retarded.
Oh my
right?
God! Yeah.
Boom. So, I was like kind of torn, right? Because I wanted to go with my sister, but I was like, I think I ain't supposed to leave here. You know what I'm saying? Then me not being able, me and my baby mama not talking. Like I ain't even want to ask her. You know what I'm saying? Like, what should I? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And yeah, it got to a point where I caught her cousin going to Virginia. And I was like, fuck, I'm going to Virginia. And I never told her. Like, I didn't tell her I was going. You know what I'm saying? So I went out there. I seen my sister. I actually threw a party, too.
Okay.
Because when I used to mess my money up, I'd throw a party and get my money right back. You know what I'm saying? So I threw a party. I seen my sister threw a party in the same weekend. And I was supposed to go back home that Monday. Still not talking to my baby mama. You know what I'm saying? The night after that party, they called me. They told me my great grandma had died. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So matter of fact, this was August 23rd. Matter of fact, I had the party August 22nd. I remember because that's my great grandma's birthday, and she died like 12 something in the morning. So she died on the 23rd, day after her birthday. You know what I mean? So when she died, we had to do the funeral. I was like my grandma's baby. Like,
yeah.
Like you couldn't do nothing to me over there. You know what I'm saying? So they had me speak at the funeral. So I ended up staying another week. But while we getting ready for the funeral, I remember I text my baby mama. I was like, yo, send me a picture of 7. I'm about to, no, I just told her, send me I ain't even tell her why. I was like, send me a picture of 7. I texted that on a Monday. She didn't respond. So I let that ride. I texted her on Wednesday. Send me a picture again. I remember she texted me. She was like, nigga, you got me fucked up and blah, da, 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 da. And me being so little boy at mine, I didn't even know. I'm like, bitch, who is you talking to? Know what I'm saying? Off the strength of what I got going on. Then me thinking like, you coming at me crazy for nothing. Not even, I'm a kid at mine when it comes to being a dad. to a certain extent. So I'm not even understanding, like, yo, nigga, you left her with a newborn baby. She don't know where the fuck you at. You know what I'm saying? Right? So
Yeah.
I didn't know that. So we got to arguing. She had hit back. We got to arguing. And she was like, matter of fact, since you in Virginia, go ahead and stay your ass out there. I'm gonna send your shit back. And I remember telling her when we was talking about, when I was kind of trying to get her to lean towards the side of not having it, that was like the things that I was saying, because I was like, yo, I don't know you like that. I'm scared to move out there. You're going to get mad. You're going to kick me out. And when you kick me out, I'm scared to not be around my child. And she was like, nah, that ain't going to happen. But with that situation, when we was sending them text messages back and forth, that happened. And we kind of went our separate ways like that, and it just started like big smoke. Like big smoke. You know what I'm saying? Between me and her. And I ended up coming back to Atlanta because while I was there, I had met a girl somehow that had me shoot a dude video on Fulton and Industrial. So when I shoot his video, we vibe so hard. When while I was in Virginia, he called me to shoot another video. And I was like, bro, I was fucked up. I was like, man, I can't even shoot it, bro. I ain't, like, my baby mama kicked me out. He was like, what, she kicked you out? Where you at? I said, I'm in Virginia. He said, man, fuck that hoe. Come stay with me. I said, nigga, I'm on my way. You know what I'm saying? And I fucked around. I had went back out there, shout out Michi Money. You know what I'm saying? But I had went back out there, and he had let me stay with him. I ended up staying with them for like 2-3 years or some shit like that on the west side. You know what I'm saying? That's how I ended up coming back. But as far as me and my baby mama, we was a rap. It was smoke. She did all the baby mama techniques in the book, and you know, she
did all the baby mama techniques in the book.
Everything I heard and some new shit.
Now, how have you grown from that?
How have I grown from it? Like
from that period? Because normally, I hate to say it, you know, a lot of men be like, baby mama techniques, and she did this and that. But then sometimes men do things to bring that shit out. Like the example you just gave. How you think you would have handled that better? Like you said, y'all weren't talking, but you had to go to Virginia.
But see, this is the thing though, right? With my baby mama being older than me, for one, I'm not in, like, I always been into older women, right?
Yeah.
So I was always fascinated in the teenagers my age because of the things the older women taught me.
Yeah.
And one of the things, I seen a lot of issues that I created amongst us, right? But I feel like those issues came from her not understanding her position as an older woman dating a younger guy that want to be there, that you just can't talk crazy to. So don't talk to me like I'm stupid. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. The same way you didn't know, I don't know. But you know. So if you know and I don't know, who's stupid? You stupid. Because we on the same team. You supposed to tell me. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, I think she just, she took the things that was happening with me, and I think she categorized it in the place in her mind as, oh, this nigga ain't shit. Because this with niggas that ain't shit to do. When really I was on defense and was like, bitch, who you talking? I mean, my bad, she might see this. I was like, I don't want no smoke, you know what I'm saying? But it was just like, you know, I'm defending myself at times. She's supposed to be teaching me stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I teach, see how I came in here?
Yeah.
I naturally,
yeah.
To me, you're not stupid for, you know what I'm saying?
Well, do you feel like when you think about it now, do you feel like with your mindset now, would you have been more, like, would you feel you would have been more on guard? Like, would you feel like you would have had to have been so defensive back then? Do you feel like, how do you feel you could have moved different? I get that she did this, and that, and she didn't play her role right as the older woman, but.
Nah, that sound wrong though.
No.
She did this. It was like this. She did this, I did this. So it was like this. But both of us doing it.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
She did her part, and then you got reactive and defensive. Do you feel like you could have been less reactive?
No. I think it went exactly how it was supposed to go. So I like just the way that I learn shit and I add things to my characteristics as a man.
Are you as reactive now? Or do you just not deal with people who's going to bring that out of you?
Yeah, I can smell you before you even come. So you won't even get far enough for, you know, because I flip out if my feelings are invested and things like we won't even get there. You know what I'm saying? So anything before that is business. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. You either gonna spend the money you said okay, your ass, I don't need your bread. You know what I'm saying? Just straight like that. But as far as with my baby mama, something that I did learn from her is to take the power out of people. Like, she used to say stuff that used to make me want to do stuff to her. Like, you know, to the point like, you know, it was just bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the only one of, sometimes the things that stopped me from doing it was my mom got shot. Mom got shot 8 times when I was 16.
Oh, wow.
Right? So, you know, me just going through that whole process. And like I said, because God got such a tight grip on me, he gave me everything I needed. So I needed to see my mom in the hospital bed and think my mom was going to die. And I needed to see that. Because if I hadn't had seen that, when my baby mama got the plan, it would have been times my daughter would have seen that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's, as unfortunate as it sounds, it's for real. You know what I'm saying? So I think everything was supposed to go exactly how it went. You know what I'm saying? Just so I can appreciate what I appreciate now and treat it better than never.
Got you. So how do you react now? You said your baby mama taught you not to give so much power over to. So how would you move differently now?
With
Say
her?
if you were in this, her or.
Oh, you can. My baby mama named Buffy, right? I'm Buffy stamped, sealed, and approved. You can't touch me. You can't touch me now. She can't even touch me no more. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been prepped by her.
So how do you move? Like as far as like, how would you say you move?
When it comes to like, because we still don't get along. You know what I'm saying? But it's like the stuff that she'll usually say or do, like get on Facebook and like I didn't care about that before her, but when she started doing it and it was my personal stuff.
Oh yeah.
It was like it grew me with the skin. So now there's nothing you can say about it. I don't care what you talking about.
So she was getting on Facebook, putting y'all business out there on God, dog.
What?
So
I'm proved now though.
Okay, so before, how do you pick them better now? Because now you married.
They can't watch Love and Hip Hop.
That's it.
Yup. Nah.
So that was your only.
I was joking, but nah. See, like the me that I'm explaining with my baby mama is light years behind the me you talking to now.
Yeah.
So like as far as like I mean, I am married, so I don't pick them. You know what I'm saying? But
when
as far as
when you was in between picking them, like the difference between the Love and Hip Hop, because that's a boundary. But what other things did you look for?
I watch how they treat people that don't like somebody who don't mean no value to you. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, somebody that you don't need for something. I watch how they treat them. You know what I'm saying? I listen to, you know, how they discuss things with me about their friends that they knew and been cool with longer than they knew me. And like, bitch, all right, yeah, let me get away from her because she'll do that to me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Let me see. I'm in love with how vulnerable. I'm in love with watching how vulnerable they are or aren't. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm transparent, and me being as transparent as I am plays a big role in my honesty.
Okay.
So somebody who's not as transparent, you got shit to hide, cool. I'm not the one to lie to. But if you lie, it's a wrap. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Whether you know it or not, whether you know you're aware of it or not, it's a wrap. I'm just not into that. I ain't into that. I'm real cool with myself. And my dirt is worse than yours. So if I don't lie to you, what you lying to me for? Would you fuck 20 niggas? Your dirt can't touch me. Your dirt can't touch my dirt. You know what I'm saying? But if you not cool with yourself enough to know that, because it's a lot of benefits I get from that, and it's a lot of benefits that mold me as a superior man. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, it's like levels to it. So if you ain't started that part of the process, ain't no way you at where I'm at in certain other places. I'm just not interested.
In one or two words, what is a superior man in your book?
I'm a warrior in the garden. Meaning, I still love, even though I've been through what I've been through. I'm not bitter. I'm better. I don't nothing I've been through is nothing that I will hold against you. You know what I'm saying? I express myself to the T. You know what I mean? I have emotional intelligence. So, I can peep when you're uncomfortable and, switch it up because I'm considerate of how I make you feel. I'm not a narcissist. You know what I'm saying? And I can protect us.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I was saying.
Awesome. So,
Yeah.
I want so when you came back, you said you were here for 2 to 3 years. Now, what you didn't say on the podcast.
2 to 3 years.
Well, 2 3 years you moved in with
Yeah.
with, I think you said
Michi Money.
Michi Money.
Remix
Okay.
Gang.
Okay. So
Yeah.
something happened in between that time between your wife where you took a break and you really went hard while you was dating. Tell us what happened.
It's like so many phases between that 2 and 3 years and now. Where I was at when I met my wife, right? I had my camera stolen, right? I had a car downtown Atlanta, and I know better because being that I stayed with the Remix Gang,
Yeah.
I know of every type of bullshit that go on out here. I used to live with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I used to see it from the street. This is what I'm doing. I used to see it from that side. You know what I'm saying? So I know better. But being governed by God, keep that in mind. You know what I'm saying? But so when I had lost my camera, it was like I had almost went through like a depressed mode because I never, like how I relied on them parties that I was telling you back in the day.
Yeah.
I got to the point where I can rely on my camera like that. You know what I'm saying? So even when I wasn't doing so hot financially, I could jump back with that camera.
Got you.
So I wasn't worried about nothing ever. Even when I was probably supposed to be worried about it, I wasn't worried about it because all I do is shake this motherfucker and they're going to come. You know what I'm saying? I would get somebody. You know what I'm saying? So when I had lost the camera, I just got showed a lot of shit, right? Like I used to just go real hard for people, right?
Yeah.
Because that's who I am. You know what I'm saying? That's a part of my friendship. So I was going real hard for people that I realized when I lost that camera was just rocking with me because of what I had. That's something that even made me respect women more. You know what I'm saying? Because I got to see from a woman's point of view, or from the point of view of I got something that people want so bad that they'll befriend me and act like we cool to get.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then me just being like I am, like if I don't like you, I don't give a fuck what you got going on. And if I want it, I can get it myself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm that type of person. And, everybody ain't like that. It's a dirty world.
A lot of people ain't like that. That's
Boom.
what I've learned. Yeah.
Exactly. So when I had lost the camera, a lot of the people that I was going to bat for, or like assisting in ways with the camera, or just being the friend that I know how to be. You know what I mean? A lot of them flaked on me. Man, like 95% of them flaked on me, right? So I went through like this kind of depression place, right? And at the time I was having like a lot of sex, like, just at my leisure, just especially with like shooting videos out here.
Yeah, I can imagine.
What the fuck? Hey, yo, shout out to Atlanta. No, let me stop playing like that. But I just was having a lot of nights, right? So I remember when I had lost that camera, it was like I went through a process where girls will call me. They'll be like, "What you doing?" Like, I don't feel like talking to her right now because I'm trying to focus on my fucking camera. Like, you're not gonna help me get my camera. I ain't trying to talk to you, right? So I had got to a breaking point with that where I was like, man, fuck every bitch in the world. You know what I'm saying? I said, yo, I'm about to stop having sex. You know what I'm saying? So I had stopped having sex. I was all the way abstinent, right? And I started, because I remember when I was in prison, when I had got to like the sharpest place mentally was when I was in shape.
Okay.
So I got back on that. So I had stopped having sex. I stopped smoking. A lot of the people that I was too weak to keep out of my way, like if I got something going on and my people call me, I put my shit on the scale like, damn, I really need to do this, but they need me. Let me go do this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of those people, they were moved when that camera left. God is amazing. You know what I'm saying? Because I would have been too weak for them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then even in the process of me building, on top of the fact that of me being a friend that I am, I'm used to not having friends that's like me. So I'm used to settling.
Okay.
So I wasn't picking up on stuff like he don't ride for me like I ride for him.
Gotcha.
I'm used to that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which turned into me settling for friendships. You know what I mean? So I cut off, I stopped having sex, I stopped smoking, stopped doing all the drugs I was doing. I started eating right. I wasn't talking to nobody. And I fucked around. I had to go get a job at LA Fitness. You know what I'm saying? And basically while I had that job at LA Fitness, it was just like, it was like me kind of learning to live life different at that time because I never not had a camera. You feel me? Yeah. So the days, when my days be filled up, when I got to shoot this, then I got to do this, then I got to do this, it was like, damn, I ain't got to do shit but go to work. This shit whack. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But with me going to LA Fitness, the conversations that I'm having in the day are totally different. You know what I'm saying? These are entrepreneurs and, actors and actresses and trainers and everybody trying to get something accomplished in here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then not to mention I had stopped listening to like low vibrating music. Anything that like if I'm trying to look at this light, anything that gets my distraction off this light, I got that shit the fuck from around me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the best way I can describe it was, because that was in the time span that I met my wife. So the best way that I can describe it is I started dating myself. You know what I'm saying? On some real shit.
That's dope.
Yeah. So when I wasn't eating right, I had to learn to love myself. I had to love myself more and start watching what I put in my body. I had to learn to love myself some more after I did that. Learning to watch what I put in my mind. So, like I don't listen to the dumb music. I don't even make the dumb music at the time because I need everything to come in my mind, and everything that come in my mind, I need it to motivate me. Because I'm trying to get out of this deep place in my mind. You know what I'm saying? I'm not able to see my child at the time. Just a lot of shit going on. So every step that I was taking, unbeknownst, how you say that word? Unbeknownst.
Your guess would be as good as mine. I'm not going to lie to you.
I'm going to just say it. Y'all just chill out. You know what I'm saying? Unbeknownst to my knowledge at the time, everything that I was doing was kind of like upping my level in different places. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like you think about it like, say if you go in a bar, right, and you in a dating space in your life, right?
Yeah.
So say if your shoes fucked up, your pants fucked up, your shirt fucked up, you don't smell that good, you ain't do your hair, right? The type of people that you're going to attract are going to be the type of people that's okay with that, right?
True.
All right. Now, when you go get you some shoes, then you
this is more an energetic level, though, we speaking of, not like the materialistic level.
Not materialistic, but you are who you hang with. You know what I'm saying? So it's more like,
because there's a lot of people who look good, smell good, all that stuff, but
they
energy.
putting on. And see, I'm running this as like metaphorically.
So that's why I just wanted to clarify that for the people listening, because they'll take it as. So that's what I was doing. Okay.
Boom, they too shallow to fathom with the. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Like metaphorically, just think about the guys that would look your way when you fucked up like that, because really you fucked up on some, you came out with your shoes looking like that because you don't care about your shoes. And your pants are like that because you don't care about your pants. And your shirt because you don't care. And your smell because you don't care. And your hair because you don't care. But if you started loving yourself to the point where you was like, all right, I need to go get me some money. I need to do something to become productive. Okay. And start tending to myself. Okay. So the type of people that you would attract looking like that versus the type of people that you would attract just, getting your shit, putting your shit together, right? Yeah. It'd be a whole different crowd. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So with me, that was me. Not necessarily Not necessarily with everything I was saying, but just like with me smoking.
Yeah, like getting your energy right, like what
Boom.
all of that stuff. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah, I just want to make sure that everybody who's listening also got it too. It is deeper than just the metaphor that you was given.
Boom. So, a matter of fact, for them people, everything that I'm saying for the outside, I'm more so saying it for like the materialistic people. What I'm saying is I changed the shoes that I had on inside. I changed the pants I had on inside. I changed the shirt I had on inside. My hair was fucked up on the inside. You know what I'm saying? So I stopped smoking, started eating right, started back working out, started getting on a sleep schedule, and, you know, I was just different. And I was doing a lot of praying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that was even a time span that I had wrote my book, The Separation Equals Elevation, because if you really listen to it, separation, when I lost that camera, everybody peeled off, so now I'm separated, and I went into myself. Me going into myself, that was where I got my elevation from. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So when I had peeped that, I had wrote the book, but I just started moving like that, man. And even with me being abstinent and me working at LA Fitness, I used to get tried all the time. You know what I'm saying? And because I'm up there joking, I'm still me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I like to have fun. I wasn't even really doing my job up there. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm on the floor working out, playing whatever. But it was just I really got to test my discipline. Because with me doing the abstinence shit and them coming like that, I stay right up the street. So we really can just go get it cracking right quick. You know what I'm saying? But it was like it kind of felt like I kind of be like in a space of my mind where I want to do something. I know shit is gonna come to me, and the shit that is gonna come to me is gonna be shit that I usually fail on, but it's gonna determine whether I get what I want to get accomplished or not. Because if I go for it, it's a test. Because if I go for it, I don't want it.
Yeah,
you can take it away. You know what I'm saying? But if I don't go for it, he's like, oh, all right, you getting stronger? Come on. I'm gonna give you something else. Let me give you something else. She got a real big ass. Look, take her. What you gonna do with her? Oh, you don't want her neither. Oh, you up, nigga? Come on. You know what I'm saying?
So how did your wife come in and break this?
I just seen her, and she had came into the gym to work out, but she came into the gym to sign her friend up.
Okay.
So my desk was right behind the managers.
Okay.
So she came to the manager's desk, and I just seen her, and it was just like something. And I was looking at her the whole time. I was looking at her shoe. I'm like, damn, because I was working at the LA Fitness on Panola and Covington.
Okay.
I don't recall too much of anything in there not looking good. You know what I'm saying? Looking good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was just something about her.
Was it a love at first sight thing? Almost.
You know what? I didn't believe in that shit at first, right? But it might have been, bro. Like how much I was into her. Like keep in mind, right? At LA Fitness, one of our jobs is in the morning. We got to make 60 calls.
Oh wow!
Right?
Okay.
All right. So I always beat on the calls because of my voice, and then I'm funny. I'm not really using professional terms, so when I call, I be like, "Yo, can I speak to such and such?" They be like, "Who it is?" I be like, LA Fitness. And they pause. I be like, "Look, my nigga, I know. We calling a whole bunch. Look, all you got to do is bring your ass in here and sign up for this, and I got you. We ain't gonna call no more." I'm talking to people like that. So I'm interacting with a lot of females, but it was just with her, I don't know. It was just like something, man. It even got to the point where like girls are coming in looking for me, right? Because I like train them and shit like that. But it got to the point where when she'll come, my coworkers, I'd be like, Street, your girl coming. This is before I even said anything to her. You know what I'm saying? And we just started kicking it, man. And one of the things that we had in common was she had just lost her husband. She was married. Her husband had died on a camping trip.
Oh, wow.
Trying to save some kids. You know what I'm saying? So her husband died in June 2021. My son died in August 2021.
Oh, wow.
So, when I was going through that, a lot of people would be like, "You be all right." That shit used to make me mad because they'd be like, "How the fuck you know? How you know?
Yeah.
You ain't losing no kid. How you know?" You know what I'm saying? And to speak to to see somebody and connect with somebody who lost somebody as close to them as to me, it was like our conversations grew around that. You know what I'm saying? But then I'm not having sex. So
you really were able to build a friendship with this woman unlike anybody else.
Yes. That's exactly what the fuck happened. Yo, that's the best. That's the best way you can put it. Just because my mind, like, we was kicking it for like almost 2 months. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm talking about like I'm at her crib. I'm spending the night. We sleeping together. Like we laying together.
Yeah.
She wake up, go to work. I wake up and go where I'm going. Know what I'm saying? At no point, see, because like if I'd have met her anytime before that, she took too long to fuck. So it wouldn't have worked. You know what I'm saying? And why am I gonna spend time here? You know, she got nice shape and shit, but it's like 20 y'all at the store right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So why would I? You know, I wasn't ready for that at the time. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like I got prepped to. Everything was prepped for me to meet her at the time I did, and then us to start spending the time we did. You know what I'm saying? And she was actually who I broke my abstinence on.
Got you.
You know what I mean? And we just been rocking ever since. And she's just like when I was saying, I ain't never really had a friend that was like me, like how I was to them. That's what she was in her circle. You feel me? So a lot of the shit that I had went through and graduated from, I was able to like point out to her like, hey, watch them. You know, even like little shit her people was doing, I see the phony in them. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I be like, yo, watch them. They such. And with her, she a little hard. Well, she was like real hard headed, but it was cool because when I say watch them, she'll be like, nah.
Yeah.
I'll be like, all right, watch. It'll happen. And she'll be like, yo, that happened for real. I'm like, yeah, I told you. And we'll go to the next person. Watch them. Nah. Yo, it happened for real. You know, she hit her head enough times to be like, oh, okay, you official. You know what I'm saying? And we just built the relationship off that. And it was funny because when I let my daughter see her, because remember I told you my sister had lupus.
Yeah.
So my sister died. My sister died 5 days before my birthday in 2017.
Okay.
Remember them sevens?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Them sevens.
And so like now, like it's parts of my daughter that when I talk to my daughter, that be my sister. And I know it. You know what I'm saying? Like my daughter look just like me, but my sister look just like me. So my daughter look like everybody be like, your daughter look just like, but they just never seen my sister. My daughter look like my sister.
Yeah.
But my sister look like me though. You know what I mean? So when I brought my daughter around her, and my daughter was acting like she acted, and mind you, I never brought a female around my daughter. Ever. Or I have, but it'd be like before my daughter even come around, I'd be like, look, don't touch me. Don't show no type of, because my daughter like, especially when she was little, I didn't see her sit, like get on my, like while I'm sitting beside a girl, she'll get on, me and a girl talking. She got on my lap and put her foot on the girl leg and started pushing her away from me. Oh. So when I seen she was like that, I tell girls like, yo, don't touch me. Don't say nothing sexual, nothing. Because she going to be watching you. And she, like, I don't even want to do that. You know what I'm saying? So my daughter never seen me interact with anybody on that level until my wife.
Yeah.
And she didn't even see that until me and her had the conversation. And she was like, yeah, I like her. So with my wife, with my daughter like tending to her like that, I felt like that was a part of my sister. Yeah. That was like, yeah. And because I had a conversation with her one time, I had recorded it. I was like, what you think about her? She was like, I think she's the one. I was like, you think she the one? What the hell you know about the one? You know what I'm saying? She's like, I don't know. She just, you guys just match. And, we had like a long conversation, but, I know God talk through people sometimes.
Yeah.
So when it comes to certain things, I'm all ears because it be feeling like I can feel when it come from somewhere else.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? So with my wife, I guess you can say it was like love at first sight. I never had a friend like me until her. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
Yeah, so that's how that went with my wife.
Okay. I'm going to pull out these questions that I like to ask people.
Oh, shit. Now.
My first one is, I got to find one that matches for you, though, because you married. But my first one for you, though, is what's the craziest thing you've ever done for the sake of love?
For the sake of love?
Yeah.
I pulled up at somebody's house and I kicked their car in their driveway.
Wait, you what?
I pulled up at somebody's house and I kicked their car in their driveway.
Why'd you do that?
Because I used to be a creep and I used to have a lot of sex with a lot of women off hitting them through Facebook. And when I seen a nigga was in my Facebook, I acted like a little girl and it was the end of my world. And I got real jealous and I called him and I was like, what the fuck you was on her inbox? And he was like, what, little nigga? I said, little nigga, where you at, nigga? And he told me where he was at. And when I came over there, he wouldn't come outside. So I was just kicking their car. I was like, I seen everybody looking out the window. I said, you better tell him to come outside. He ain't come outside. I kicked the first car. Boom. And I just kicked the rest of them. Like, you know, he wouldn't come outside, but that's what I did.
For the sake of love. I think you done topped everybody that came on here.
Yeah, you know, that pain still be in my foot, too. I know that's karma. That's what I get. And then especially with me fucking so many people, girls, how dare I? How dare I? That's a sense of entitlement. Any man that's like that, you need to get out of there, bro. Because you ain't bigger than nobody. That's okay?
Let me ask you this. And I want you to think past tense. I know
right.
you got a wife now.
Well,
do you have a type? If you do have a type, was that type good for you?
My wife is my type. That's my answer.
I want you to think back past tense, like past and before her. Did you have a type? And if you did have a type, was that type good for you? Why?
No.
Or why not? What was your type?
I did have a type, and no, it wasn't.
What was the type?
Big butt. Cute.
That's it. Big butt and cute.
And don't say nothing. Don't tell nobody we having sex. That's it.
Why was that bad for you? Because now all girls with big booties and don't say nothing is toxic and like love and hip hop. So why would you say that?
But see, just when that's your standards, that's what get them in the dough. You run into shit like love and hip hop. You know what I'm saying? You run into a lot of other shit too. Like I've been burnt quite a few times in my life. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
Going after the butts and the faces and yeah.
Okay, got you.
Boom.
Okay. Have you ever felt like, and I'm sure you can answer yes to this because we just were talking about this. Have you ever felt like you were emotionally available for the wrong people?
Damn right.
Okay.
My whole life.
And then you also kind of explain how you handled it, but just thinking of the question now, like, okay, have you ever been there emotionally for the wrong people? And then how have you handled it?
Hold up. Ask me that again.
Have you ever felt like you were emotionally available to the wrong people or person? If so, how or did you handle it?
Like, this is me giving advice.
Yeah, we can do it that way because you already went through that.
I think you need to analyze your side of the friendship or your side of your being, because the things that I come with in my friendship, that's just who I am. So if you're my friend, you just reap benefits that you had nothing to do with. You know what I'm saying? You just, when we cool, I do this for you, I do this for you, I do that for you. Put that shit on the scale and see how they move. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times it's like I value people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'll take my things and use them to help my people reach another level. But in this world, you got people who value things.
Yeah.
So they'll use people to get these things. So we perfect. This is narcissist and empath. We perfect. You know what I'm saying? So I think you really need to evaluate evaluate what type of friend you are, and it even help if you lose some shit. Because if you lose some shit, it's things that you possess right now that keep people acting like they're your friend, and you don't know. You feel me? So you gotta lose some shit. You know what I'm saying? If you got a car, there's motherfuckers that ain't got a car that hang around you right now because you got a car. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna know that until you ain't got no car no more. If you got a house everybody can chill at, you know what I mean? Get evicted.
Yeah.
And when you get evicted, you're not gonna see none of them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Got you. Would you say in the past you were the type to always? Did you ever assess what a person, could benefit, like how you could benefit from a person, or just was always, okay, how could I help this person?
Hell no, I ain't never been that type. I think because I'm a middle child, and it was never about me. You know what I'm saying? Before I even felt like I was loved, before I even was at an age where I could understand what love was and say, oh yeah, I'm loved, I had to take care of people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's like, I'm naturally like, I'm gonna help you get yours, I get mine. You know what I'm saying?
Got
So
you.
I never looked at people like what I can benefit. I really have a huge distaste for people like that, and I got a good eye for them too now. You know what I'm saying?
Got
So, you know, I enjoy making them real uncomfortable around me.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying?
That's when I ask you, like, how do you move different now versus back then?
I just see. I let you talk. You know what I'm saying? I let you talk. Like, as far as your convo, as far as your actions, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm real big on patterns.
So now you paying, like you say, you paying attention to patterns and you actually listening to people talk before just kind of jumping in and being that person.
Nah, because I am who I am. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And one thing I'm not big on letting a person mess up a great thing about me. So I'm not gonna be like, I ain't helping nobody. No, that's who I am. I'm just not gonna help your stupid ass. You know what I'm saying? So
But
it's
let
like,
me ask you this though, and I'm gonna give you an example. Like, I'll for myself. So I used to just jump in, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, like my mind subconsciously, I'm assessing, seeing how I could be of a benefit, how I can help somebody else,
For
but I'm
sure.
not listening out to see who this person really is. I'm too busy looking at how this person may be helpless in the area, or maybe I want to be the perfect girlfriend or whatever the case may be. But I'm not really paying attention to how I could get something.
Okay.
That's why I'm asking you, like, were you anything like that when it came to friends and stuff? But then what do you do now? Are you, like you said, you listening now, but are you listening to where you making sure that it's going to be reciprocal and it's not just you, or how do you, or like you said, you still continue to move the way that you move? It's just that if they show you they faulty, you back away. Like, how do you move now?
I had to, for me to get out of that, because that's exactly what I did.
Yeah.
Friendships and all. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And I
yeah.
feel like, because like I always, like for things about me, I always go back in my childhood. Like I be trying to see where did this shit come from?
Right.
Once I find out where it came from, like it'll show me how that's groomed, and it'll show me the actions.
Yeah.
That's how I read.
Gotcha.
So now you can't shake me. You can't, like little small shit, like getting in my car and taking a lighter. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That, like, you know, some people be like, man, just a lighter. Nah, it's the principle.
Got you.
That's who you are. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
You'll take something out of my car. You know what I'm saying? And if you take something out of my car, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? But it's like now, I think the best way I can describe it was, like, I thoroughly assessed myself. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Just because I haven't always been the best friend. You know what I'm saying? Even at times where I didn't know, and there was times that I did know, I ain't give a fuck. I thought I ain't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I had to learn things the way that I learned things, which was getting hit upside my head. Not physically, but getting hit upside my head. You know what I'm saying? So with me assessing myself, it was like I was able to figure out things about me and learn patterns and shit like that. And it was like once I learned myself, it was like people stick out to me.
Got you.
So it's like, even look, when I hit you and asked you, I was like, can I suggest something?
Yeah.
If you was the type that I would suggest something to, this would be the moment I know right then when I asked you that. If you'd have been like, yeah, but I'd have been like, all right, and I just would have left it there. I wouldn't have said nothing about nothing. You know what I'm saying? Just because, like with me, I'm open for suggestions, especially if it's coming from a place where a person is well experienced in the area that I'm lacking in. Like, hell yeah, tell me. Please tell me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's like the best thing somebody can give you, like information
Right.
that benefits them none and can progress you to the maximum of where you take it.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like when I learned myself, it was just like other people's actions just stick out to me. You know what I mean? And
That's so true, though.
damn right.
That's very true.
Damn right. And it's like I don't even really watch them. Like it just pop out. Like when it happens, something like just picture if somebody was behind my head and when I lie, someone pop up like, he lying. It's like that's how that shit go. You know what I mean? And that's how I do. So I would say the best way to handle that is to assess yourself, because I think you can let that make you bitter, which will block your blessings, because now that lock that you put on them from your love and your acts of kindness, you put that lock on everybody. Because you seeing significant things or significant like similarities, right? And it's just once you understand that that was this person, everybody who do that ain't this.
Right.
It'll keep your eyes open, but in order to do that, you can't get bitter. You got to get better. You know what I'm saying? And everything is actually to make you better.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? So I think the way to watch out for that and to keep you growing like how God put you here to be is, for one, you got to be around people who are like you. Because you can't, if somebody love you, there's no way of loving them too much. Like if they love you, I don't love them too much. You can have whatever. They get the full extremities of my love. Anybody get that. Yeah. But now I just watch who anybody is. I don't just let anybody in my yard no more.
Yeah.
But once you're in my yard, I'm the me that you'll think I ain't never been hurt. But just I can see you. You know what I'm saying? I can see you. I'm in tune. So I got some other shit on my side that I can, you know what I'm saying? And it's like all that shit work together to, keep it intact. And even when I fall short of it, I got, my wife. My wife will be like, And I'll be like, oh, all right. You know what I'm saying? And we even came to that agreement like, yo, it's places that you blind that I can see. She said, I agree. And I said, it's places that I'm blind that you can see. She said, I agree. I said, all right. So when I speak from them places on you, just do what I say. And when you speak from them places on me, I'm going to just do what you say. And we rock. We a team. Like, we love about the same, and we get hurt the least amount you can. You know what I'm saying? Because we see shit. We can see it.
So, okay, my last question for you. What would you say is the hardest lesson you had to learn in regards to love and relationships?
That I'm not hold on, how can I say it? Let me see. The hardest thing I ever had to learn. That I could be let go of just like I can let go of. You know what I'm saying? Like I can get somebody out of my life real quick. Like once I see some shit, it's a wrap. Yeah. It's like the light cut off. You know what I'm saying? My feelings are like the light. Once that light cut off, you can't see in here no more. It don't matter what you do. You can't cut the light back on. You know what I'm saying? Understanding that I'm in that same place with people. You know what I'm saying? So the same way I could have had the best intentions for them and they could have fucked it up themselves, just understanding that goes two ways.
Did you feel like you felt that way, like where the lights couldn't be cut off on you because you was always that dude just going out there giving? No,
because I'm that nigga, because I get what I want. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. And then I realized from living in a bunch of places, it's a lot of us. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of us get our head bust and learn from it. Some of us get our head bust and they still out there just thinking they can do whatever they want. But they live like that, though.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? So I think the hardest thing, which was actually one of the best things, was just knowing I have standards I got to be held to just as well as I have standards I hold other people to, and respecting that. You know what I mean?
That's awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
Now tell the audience where they can find you.
I was about to say some fly shit, right? But I got you, babe. You know what I'm saying? But you can find me on Instagram at Skreet G4G. You can find me on Instagram. You trying to get some video work done, you can find me on Instagram at Skreet Vision Media. You can find me on YouTube, Skreet G4G, videos, Skreet Vision Media. Facebook, I don't even worry about my Facebook. My Facebook is like real personal. So I don't know you ain't got it, you ain't gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? But as far as, places you can reach me or contact or see what I got going on, Skreet G4G. And you can go on Amazon and click on the books and type in Separation Equals Elevation, because I published a book. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud of myself. And when you see that picture on there, I was in Dubai. Yeah. Hey. So everybody that kicked me when I was down, yeah. That's all I got to say.
Yes, that's what's up. We're going to clap for that and clap for you.
That part, yeah.
And until next time, guys.